Well, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Of course, where I am, it's 8:45 in the morning, and you'd think I wouldn't have had any problems, but inside the house, we've been having internet issues for some reason. So I've reset the router, which is not a pain in the butt, but there were no lights that were flashing red. They were all green. So hopefully the internet issues are taken care of in the house. And my wife is doing her work because she's working from home. Here up in my studio, I have a dedicated internet line, so I don't have to deal with that stuff. So hopefully, uh, it'll be good to go in the house. Good morning, Past Master Dan. Good morning, North Free. Good morning, everyone watching. Yes, those are my internet woes. So hopefully, I won't get a text from my wife saying the internet's down. What do I do? Because I have no idea what can be done about it, honestly. So yeah, those are the fun issues I've been having um, so far today. Hopefully, like I said, that'll be taken care of. But that is not why you're here. You're here to see me reflect on some old art of mine. The bean pad says hello. Hello, Mr. Rocafort. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Uh, Little business to take care of. Once again, please like and subscribe to my channel. You know, all that fun stuff. Uh, that would be very helpful. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. I'm actually checking another window on my screen just to make sure the video looks good. And I'm not having internet problems up here. So far, so good. If anything looks weird on my end at any time, let me know. All right. Are we ready to dive in to reminisce about Stormwatch? I started on Stormwatch PHD with issue 8. Um, I did 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I did 5 issues. You're laggy to me, so I'll refresh. Uh-oh. Yeah, let me know. Um, uh, Everything looks fine on my end, internet-wise. Hopefully it stays that way. So anyhow, here we are. Like I said, going through Stormwatch PHD. I started with issue 8. Issues 1 through 6 were drawn by the fabulous Doug Mahnke. Man, Doug Mahnke, whose stuff I'm a huge fan of. Issue 7 was drawn by Matthew Dow Smith, and then I came on to finish off 8 through 12. Uh, I did pencils and inks. Originally, I was supposed to just do pencils on the book, and Mark Farmer was going to ink it. And I even did a piece. They had me pencil a piece, and Mark inked it so they could see what it would look like together. Actually, while I'm thinking of that, let me see if I can find. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find that piece that Mark and I did. This is, well, here's the pencils to it. So this is the pencils to the piece I did for Mark to ink. So I will see if I can find the inks that Mark did next for you guys. But these are the pencils to it. So got to draw, I don't even remember these characters' names, but I got to draw this dude holding a big gun, so that's cool. You got this dude transforming and stuff. North Free says, do I have any of the original art still? I have it all. I have every issue of Stormwatch that I did, and I believe I still have this pinup as well. So let me go and see if I can find the inks to this thing. Let's see. I think this is the inks right here. Yeah, here's the inks to the piece. This is Mark Farmer inking me. I love Mark Farmer's work, so it was a thrill to have Mark Farmer ink me on this, even though, like I said, he didn't end up inking the series. I did, which, once they said Mark couldn't do it, I said, well, is it okay if I ink the book? And they were like, you keep the deadlines, you go right ahead. So I was like, sweet. So there you go. That's how it came about me inking. What's up, Hyper Casu? So yeah, so that's the piece that Mark inked over me. This was back in 2006, 15 years ago. Good Lord, time flies. All right, so let's get into the actual pages of the book. Page 1, I remember Christos Gage wrote this book, and I do remember the script of this because it pretty much said that the leader, once again, can't remember his name, was welcoming Stormwatch, the new members, and they were off panel. And behind him was the Stormwatch building, skyscraper, whatever you call it, and smashing through the front of the building was oh my God, I must apologize. I can't remember these characters' names. So smashing through was one of the Stormwatch, the big mecha type character fighting another mecha character, and I was like, ooh, I got to show, the building. It's like a skyscraper. So I pushed the 3-point perspective so I could show that this building is just going up off panel. I enjoyed what I did. One of my favorite parts of this actually is the reflection in the window of the other buildings across the street. So, and then, I had fun drawing this dude, of course. North Free has a question. Do you think you personally ink your art better than other inkers, Andy, or are there a few guys that make your art that much better? I personally think I do a better job because I know what I see in my head and what I want to get onto the page. However, there are things that other inkers definitely do better than me. Like Mark Farmer definitely handles some textures better than I do. And Mark Farmer's a guy who I would look at to how to ink certain textures and try and incorporate in my own work. Art to Bear inked me before, and Art definitely brought something. Every inker I've worked with has brought something to the table that I look at and go, oh, I wouldn't have done it that way. But for the overall final look of the book, I think I do. I'm happier with what I do because it's closer to the vision I have in my head. So let's move on. So we move on to page 2, and we finally see the Stormwatch members and the leaders just like, yeah, this happens every day. Don't worry about it. This is funny. Don't compliment Art. He'll just get a big head. Yeah, but he'll only get a big head if he's here to see it, and he's not here, so he's not going to get a big head. So I really like this first panel where he's like, yeah, just ignore those bozos. And the fight still goes on in the background. They walk in. I love the way I drew this guy. He's really just taking care of business back here, waving to him. And then he punches the dude out. And she's like, all right, hey, I guess we'll see you inside. I like the framing I did here. And framing is just like it says. I made a frame using this character and this character's legs to frame like a picture of these guys going in. What's up, Val? Thanks for joining. Hail Brothers, good morning. Good morning to you. Art needs compliments. At his age, he doesn't have much time left. Oh man, all the ageism on Art, but he is kind of old. So anyhow, this was fun. I really enjoy drawing big characters, of course. I like doing metal, so drawing this cat was real fun. At the time I was inking this, I was using 90% brush on all the figures. So like all this rendering and stuff in here and like this is all brush. So I was slapping the brush down with it. Next page, pretty simple. They just enter an elevator. It's a high-tech elevator. you might be looking at it going, that's a huge elevator. And it is, because you got to figure that other dude that was out front, the mecha guy, has to be able to fit into this elevator. Not enough mecha characters in books nowadays. Hey, I appreciate it, and I agree. And just so you know, I'll go back real quick. This guy was already designed from Stormwatch, but this dude here is my design. So I thought I'd just throw that out there. So anyhow, they enter this elevator, big elevator, because they need to fit lots of people. We zoom in for a little conversational stuff, and then they're just talking, so just kind of playing with the camera angles. Just playing with the camera angles. The elevator opens, they're coming out, and then I believe, boom, next splash. Oh, look, here's the pencils. Now this is funny. This is full pencil, and you're going, wait a second, you're inking your own work. Why are the pencils so tight? This is before I knew I was inking it. I think I got 4 or 5 pages into the book. Oh, what's Val have to say? You got a good review about First Man by Ethan. Oh, that's awesome. I really appreciate it. Ethan's a cool dude. I know he liked First Man, so, you know, whenever somebody can speak about it nicely, I appreciate it. Was the pie ad at the end a reference to EVS? No, you're talking about, so Val's talking, if you haven't got First Man yet, which I have right here, you can get it, ships out. I'll full screen it real quick for people to see. At the end of the book, I grew up where they did the Hostess ads. So this is my fake Hostess ad I did in the back of First Man right here. And it's flat colored like the old ads. I did a newsprint texture to it. So anyhow, haha, great. I love it. I'm doing a new Hostess ad for the new First Man. So anyhow, I wasn't supposed to be inking the book when I was drawing this page. We still thought Mark Farmer was. So it's tightly penciled. I thought this was the inks to this page. Let's see. No, let me pop the folder back here, because I do definitely want to show the inks to that page. So let's see. I know I have them. Here we go. Here are the inks to the page. So basically, I was 4 or 5 pages in to the book, and oh, that's fine. North Free. Yeah, EVS thought so. The Lovable Egomaniac. That's funny. Love the throwback ad. Dude, I love those ads. I'd love to do a whole book that way. Past Master Dan says, I like to read when someone says, I got my First Man today. So do I. So do I. Anyhow, here's the inks to that page. It's definitely easier for me to ink my work when it's fully penciled. But basically, these guys stepped out of the elevator, and they're looking down, as it was described, onto a danger room sequence with other members of Stormwatch practicing their skills. So I tried to get some nice perspective going here with big figures and different angles and stuff. So you got foreground to background. She's coming in this way, firing her scream at this guy who's blocking it, which I believe was done in color. You got this dude back here who I made up, forearm mecha type guy fighting this girl using her blades. So it was a really fun page to do. I mean, like I said, I still own all this stuff. So then, you know, this was Stormwatch was a lot of fun. I got to play around with environments and stuff. So then, you know, the basic gist is the leader here, the bald guy, is showing him around. So he walks him into a lounge. So I always think of contemporary furniture. This is page, yeah, contemporary furniture. So, you know, none of that square coffee table stuff. You know, just real modern type stuff is what I like to think about. And then they obviously haven't seen each other in a while, so you get the little girl hug. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. It's been so long. Yay, you're back. I think this is, I don't even remember the guy's name. I'm not even going to try. And then she's like, oh my God, it's so happy to see you. And obviously this dude's like, what's up with this? Why am I not getting any huggies? And I don't mean the diapers. So he's kind of like, hey, what's up? Why aren't you talking to me? So he gives a slight wave. And then, I don't know, he's saying something important, I guess. I got the sniffles today. And it's just allergies, though. You know it, Past Master Dan. Let's just show this comment because it's right on the money. Yeah, it is. We are swole. It used to be bigger than I am now. I know, it's hard to believe. Anyhow, a little more chatting going on. I mean, these are just talkie pages, but with talkie pages, I try to make them as cool as possible. Like I said, this is all inked with brush. I was brushing it up back then. So, you know, if they're just talking. Oh, Mike Beth, thank you for joining. This is a treat. Andy Smith is a savant, a pretty nice fellow baldy to boot. I am a nice baldy. Dude, I was rocking this. Keep exercising. I always exercise the audio skills. What? Wrap it, drop it like this. Hot potato. You know, so I was, I like to break things up. So in this panel, no background. It's not necessary. I've already established it on the page before. No need to beat a dead horse by showing it. Then I flip the angle here, a little down shot. You know, this is written full script. So I knew there was a lot of dialogue in this panel, so I left a lot of room up here. This guy, let's pay close attention to the subtlety here. This guy's none too happy with this guy back here, so he's pointing at him. But notice what finger he's using to point. That's right, he's flipping the dude a bird. He's like, yo, buddy, right back there. What's up with that subtlety? Flipping the guy a bird, man, not cool. And then, you know, I got the sexy babe shot, and she's like, whatever. You boys and your little silly fits, fights, whatever. And then the panel page ends with him taking off, going somewhere, don't know where. Then we cut to another danger room sequence of two people practicing them mad fighting skills. They're both kind of martial arts types, swinging around swords and stuff. She's coming at him. He dodges. He's like, sweetie, I'm a dude. You ain't got nothing on me. And then he slaps a little nerve thing there. So he hits her, does his little Spock stuff. Wha-bam, wha-bam! And causes her to go numb. So she drops her weapons and she's like, yo, what's that all about? Once again, leaving word balloon room because I know with it being full script, how much room I need to leave for word balloons. So that's what I'm doing. Once again, this is all inked with a brush. So that's that. Not too hard a page. Another part of the danger room. Danger! What? We got, don't know her name, but she's firing a blast down on this guy whose name I don't recall. And this dude's just kind of like, what's going on? I want to get in on this action. Or he says something that pisses her off because she just starts, whatever, shut your mouth. Why can't you just get along, punk? And they're gabbing some more. So, you know, when it's two people talking, you just kind of want to move the camera around. Oh, I love this comment here. Is anyone else listening to Kenny Loggins in their head while seeing these danger room scenes? The danger zone. Right into the danger zone. So when you just do people talking, it's all about, you know, to make it interesting, move the camera. You know, storytelling, you just got to move the camera around. You know, look at movies and stuff. Don't keep that camera static. And then, no offense, but like a woman, she gets all huffy puffy, turns her back and crosses her arms on this dude. He's just trying to have a conversation. That's all. Not cool. You don't have to turn your back on him. And then this guy comes in and he's like, dude, just drop it. Just leave her alone. Let it be. And then we get a nice upshot of this guy. Just, I don't know if he's agreeing. I have no idea. I don't remember the story that well, so I just make it up. Oh, Val, you got to go? All right, dude, we'll catch it later. So you don't miss out on the issue. Everybody, you have a great day too, Val. Thank you for joining. That's right. She's huffy puffy. We all know. I mean, let's get real. Dudes don't turn their back like that. I don't want to hear everybody say, "Oh, that's not cool." I'm not bashing anybody. It's just dudes don't turn their back and get huffy puffy like that. Ciao. Then we cut to these two talking and just walking down the hall with a little robot dude walking by, just going by. They're about to enter the big control room. So here we have it, big control area here. This was kind of fun. I think the script basically said something like, they enter the control area, monitoring room, whatever, and then they walk to a different part of it. So I drew one background and, oh, dude, throw her under the bus. His wife invented that move. Well, then my wife picked it up from yours. Sorry, Helen, I'm just kidding. So anyhow, I thought, you know what? Here's a nice storytelling thing to do. They walk in, you do an inset panel here, and it shows the movement that they moved over to here. Somebody says something from off panel to the two of them. She turns, she's like, "Who's that talking?" And we get this guy, whose name I don't know, but I didn't make him up. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, there's an Alan Davis vibe. I make no bones about it. I like Mr. Davis's work. So anyhow, we turn the page. We're free. Guys don't do the cold shoulder. We swear at each other. It's true, we do. We don't do the cold shoulder. We just get louder because the louder you get, the more your point gets made. So anyhow, we got this dude staring right at us. It's me without a goatee. Is it? No, I don't have this stuff on the side of my head. Oh, look at her. She's got some words to say, hand on the hip, pointing at him. And he's like, "Come on now. I'm just a good guy. Just, what are you talking about?" Somebody's pointing to something on a screen. I'm sure in the printed book we saw what it was. He walks over to show her this hologram. So if you saw the printed book, this was knocked out in color because it's a hologram. Some castle, I don't know. And then she's just like, "Oh, I get it, ha, 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 ha," whatever. Then a nice upshot, her just, being all happy. Like, if you joined me yesterday, I like doing things with hands because people like to talk with their hands and it just shows more emotion and expression. So, she's popping her hand in the foreground here going, "Hey, whatevs." Then we cut to another battle scene in the danger room. So I want to do a close-up of the one guy in his battle suit, and then and they're talking smack to each other. They're both like technical type dudes, and this dude's like, "Hey, whatever." And then we pull the camera back, and you see they're both in their big mecha battle suits that I designed, fighting each other. This was cool because I got to design two big mecha type battle suits. I'm still inking with a brush, but at the same time, I switched over and started using a little bit of pen for some of this rendering. The pen gives it a different feel, so I want to switch it up. Oh yeah, you know it. What's he saying? My GPA is bigger than yours. That definitely didn't take much for me. I hope you're making these readings a staple of the channel. Fun stuff, buddy. I am making these a staple of the channel. I'm trying to do a live stream. I started on Monday. I want to do it every morning around 8:30, 9 o'clock and reminisce about old work. Obviously, if something comes up or I get jammed up with something, I'm going to have to pass on doing it. But for now, I want to keep doing these because I like reminiscing with you guys, showing you guys some of my older work. And this is honestly stuff that I haven't looked at in ages that I'm just pulling up now to reminisce, and it brings back some fun memories. And at the same time, I can remember where I was drawing these pages. We cut to a different scene. I know, like I said, I don't know this chick's name in the foreground, but I know she was a model. So, and she's vain. So I want to do pictures of herself from modeling back on her wall. So she's boo-hooing it on the bed for some reason. And I don't know who this woman is talking to her. There's a shot in the story where a mirror comes up. Let's see, North Free. Mech suits are awesome. Seem a little anime. That's probably what I was using as an inspiration. So anyhow, a mirror comes up later in the story, so I had to establish the mirror. So, no cheesing out here. I did the reflections in the mirror and the reflection of the dresser and stuff. Different camera angle just to show her on the bed and, some more of her room. This, I believe, is what she used to look like. So somebody was a little chub until she started working out. So that's what she used to look like, and she's pissed. She's like, "Give me that photo. Nobody's supposed to see that. Who the heck are you? Give me that. Nobody wants to see me that way. Don't you be showing that around." And then she's like, she tears the photo up. I don't know. She's talking some smack to her, like, "Hey, nothing to be ashamed of. You should love yourself for who you are." And then right here it says, "Please stat in old diva shot, maybe one by Jim Lee." Oh, is that Faith? No, it's not Faith. Faith has blonde hair. This chick had dark hair. But maybe that's where the inspiration for Faith came from. So it says, "Please stat in old diva shot" here. And they did, because it was supposed to be her looking at her old self from the original Stormwatch. So they did. So it's not a mirror. It's just like a poster. So love to see me do Medusa. Well, hold on a second here. And your wish can come true. I did a sketch cover with Medusa. Look, you guys can see me going through folders. You guys don't want to see that. So I'm going to pull this into a different, it's not working. Here we go. Pull this into a different screen. Let's see, Medusa. I did a sketch cover with Black Bolt. Hopefully I can find it easily. If not, I'll have to think about it while we're on this stream. Yeah, it's not there. Oh, Inhumans. Hold on. I think it's under Inhumans. While I'm looking, I'll sing to you. I don't know how many of you guys have kids. My daughter just turned 18, but she used to love the Wiggles, I believe they were called, and she used to love Henry the Octopus. Dun, 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 dun. So anyhow, there you go. This is a sketch cover from 5 years ago with Black Bolt and Medusa. This is the Medusa costume she was wearing at the time. So I didn't design it. And I'm not saying that because I don't like it. I just don't want to take credit for something I didn't do. So there's Medusa. I've always loved the Black Bolt costume, so King Black Bolt. So there you go. Your wish is my command. Okay, let's move on. Back to Stormwatch. Past Master Dan says, "Spiffy." Thank you. That's what I said, Spiffy. So anyhow, she points. We see the old shot. And I just remember Christo saying something like she's very thrilled with her new look showing off. So I don't know. That's what I did. I can't exactly remember. And this chick's kind of pissy for some reason. Who knows? She's an emo chick, so she's always pissy. Back to this dude's office. So I had to establish his office. I don't think this was made up before. Maybe it was. I don't think it was. So just a little chit-chatting in the office. Some drop-down lights here. Just trying to have fun with the different interior design. I'm not a big interior designer. So silent panel. And then he's like, "Yeah, I get what you're talking about. I get what you're talking about." And he's like, "What? You do?" He's like, "Man, we're brothers. I totally understand where you're coming from." Don't you worry. I got it covered. Little down shot. He says something. I guess he's just like, oh boy, here we go. And she's like, what? And I know these two are married. I know this dude here and this woman are married. I just don't remember their names. Then we go to a dining hall. So yeah, I got to draw a dining hall. This wasn't established. So once again, just playing with interior design stuff, trying to make it look cool as possible with these drop-down lights, you know, just some graphic design type stuff. So people chilling out, eating, having a good time in the old dining hall. We cut to this table right here with these people. You know, this dude's getting up. Got the waiter back there. He walks out of the elevator or the hallway, whatever. She walks into the room and she's like, what's the matter? You seem so upset. And he's got 4 arms. He's got these teeny little baby arms coming out here. And she shuts his door. Uh-oh, what's that music you're hearing? Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Chicka, wow, wow. I'd like to talk to the guy that decided that that is the porn music that always plays. Bow, chicka, 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 wow, wow. Chicka, wow, wow. Hopefully the internet's still working because I haven't heard anything from my wife. Let's see. So far, so good, she says. All right, beautiful. So yeah, she's like, you got 4 arms and you got 2 regular arms and a little baby arms. Let's see what you can do with those. So I got to have a little fun here. Zippa zippa doo dah. And you know, this is a DC book, so got to keep it PG. But he's like, no, look at me. I'm getting a little worked up under the collar there. Wow, chicka, wow, wow. Chicka, chicka, wow, wow. It's nighttime. So this is a Stormwatch building. I did not make this building up. Once again, not saying I don't like it. I just don't want to take credit for something I didn't design. Inside, he's sitting by his bed. He's on the phone talking to somebody. I don't know who. This chick back here is meditating or something. She's got her little candles around. Like I said, she's emo. Go back to the leader. He's got his sunglasses off because not even he wears his sunglasses at night. North 3, what kind of scenes do you prefer drawing, Andy? Nature, interior, or classic cityscape? I don't have a preference. You know, I did a mini series of Red Sonja teamed up with Claw, the DC character that's like Conan except with a messed up hand. And then after that, I did a 6-issue Claw mini series for DC. And when I first drew that, I didn't know if I'd like it because I never drew that stuff before. But I enjoyed the hell out of it because there were no guns, no cars, just swords and buildings that I could freehand. And I had a blast drawing that. But then after I did it for 10 issues, it was fun to get back to this stuff. So I just like switching it up, to be honest with you. So anyhow, back to this. He's checking out something on his monitor. I don't know what. Something might have been statted in. Then he's like, what? And he hears something. And then I don't know what was in this panel. So who the hell knows? Yeah, dude, Claw's great. Was it spelled with a K or a C? I don't remember. Anyhow, and I'll go through those books as well at some point in the morning, in this little morning thing. I like the way I did this. You know, favorite part of the page, I like this cross-hatching I did back here. Anyhow, we cut to a different scene in a bar. That's right, Stormwatch Tower. These guys know how to party. They got a bar inside. Once again, I had to make up a bar. So I gave a curved bar. I did some different types of seating for the stools. Every place in this complex has to have tall ceilings, so this dude can walk around. I can't remember his name. I know that this is a containment suit. Anyhow, so then they're chatting, and she's doing old with her finger around the top of the glass. That wasn't written in the script. I just did it. And then they hear something. What? Did a little grease pencil back here, as you can see. That was fun. People come running out of their rooms down the hall. You got the classic shot here of people running at you. What's going on? Power Rangers or Stormwatch Unite. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. She comes out wearing just a t-shirt. Oh, yeah. Look at that. And then we see what's happening. This dude, the leader of Stormwatch, got capped in the head. What? Headshot? No way. So they're doing life-saving measures. You got, the oxygen thing on his mouth, first aid kit, blood splatter. He's trying to stabilize him or something. I don't know. This dude's doing chest compressions. So that was fun. You got them looking on. The wife is freaked out. She's like, oh my God. Oh my God. What happened to my husband? No. So she's all freaked out. The leader here, he's pretty calm for some reason. He's like, we'll take care of this. I don't know. He's just chilling, trying to do different looks for the medic team. So that was fun. And then let's see, page 22, back when books were 22 pages. Headshot CPR. Yeah, look, dude, I just draw what I'm told. DC would never release anything cool. I don't know. So he's like, stand back. We got to find out who did this. So now we know what the mystery is. He's like, you step off, buddy. I'm taking control of this crime scene. This dude, I do remember this dude's a cop, so he's got no powers at all. So they brought in a cop to lead the team. And then basically he's like, nobody's going anywhere. We got a mystery to solve. Dun, dun, dun. Cue the music. And then to be continued, back to page 1. So that's a trip down Stormwatch lane. Speaking of detective type stuff, I will show you guys some of the heavy metal stuff if you would like to see. Cuda, the story that I co-created, the character I co-created with a buddy of mine. Cuda, hold on here. You're going, what are you doing, Smith? I'm actually looking at my folders so I can find it. There's chapter 1. Here's the colors. Let's see, these are the JPEGs, so we'll just burn through this. I'm going to show you the JPEGs here for Cuda. Oh, it is lettered. All right. So if you have any kids, avert their head. This is in issue 306. It came out a couple weeks ago. This is our man Cuda in the 70s. I'm going to go off this page quickly. You can tell what he's doing. He's the detective. He's Cuda. Kevin Rocafort, Kenneth Rocafort. I didn't know you did something for heavy metal. Yeah. Keith Champagne and I. Cuda is something that I thought of, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. And it was basically, he's a cop from the 70s, and he drives a 1970 Barracuda, and his nickname is Cuda because of the car he drives. And I don't want to give away much more of the story details, but I told that to Keith along with a couple other things, and then he took my little summary and birthed the story. North Free, I assume that's because of the first page. Anyhow, so I will show you all the pages, but I'm not going to leave them on screen long enough for you to read because I want you to buy Heavy Metal and get it. I just finished chapter 2, which will come out in August. Now we cut the present day. Now we cut back. Uh-oh. I don't know if I should show the next page. Oh boy. Uh, should I show the next page? That is a good question. All right, I'm going to show it rather quickly. So here's the next page. Boom. Okay, we're done with that page. So you get to see it. Dude, whenever past Master Dan, when I draw this book, I always have the song Barracuda going through my head. Barracuda. Barracuda. I showed it. I showed it quickly. I underestimate your reading speed. Well, I'm leaving some of these up longer. Anyhow, this dude's in jail. This is present day. We cut back to July 4th. There was a July 4th celebration on the harbor in New York City, so that was fun reference I had to do. North Free says, hold on. Damn it, where's my mouse? I can never find my mouse. And that's not a euphemism either. You got a dark streak. I do have a dark streak. So anyhow, a little celebration. Cuda and his buddy here, dirty cops, looking around. Recognize her from the first page. Oh, little callback. He steals some binoculars from our heftier friend here. I love this guy. This is like my favorite guy. Love it. He's all about him. America, baby. Red, white, and blue. This is a real ship that I had to reference. I can't remember the name of it. And then, some bad guys. Kuda's conscience is getting to him on this page. He's like, oh, I don't know. Dirty cops like, you don't know nothing. We're doing this. And he's like, no, we're not. Or maybe we are. Punch. Not punch. Not like punch. Punani and Fudge, P.I. Oh, you saw the page. Back to present day. If anybody watches the Dennis and Andy show, which will be on later tonight at 5 p.m., later this afternoon, this is Dennis from the Dennis and Andy show. I said, hey, buddy, you want to be a cop in the Dennis and Andy show? He's like, I sure do. Wait, is it weird if I hear the 70s porno music during this Cuda fight scene? No, dude, you're supposed to hear that Cuda music or that porno. Oh, wait, that's not it. That's Barracuda. It's wow, chicka wow, wow, but chicka wow, wow. So anyhow, lucky me. And then the last page, present day, the docks. Wow, flash. The car. What? End of chapter 1. How did Cuda get to the present day? Yeah, man. Well, it was taking place in 1976, so it's around that time. This is one of my favorite pages. The colorist, a buddy of mine in town named Rich Stanke. And Rich, if you see this, I hope to God I pronounced your last name right. I told him, I said, for the color effect, I want some Terminator stuff when Schwarzenegger popped in, type of lightning effect. And dude, he crushed it because this panel, I just drew this. So he did a little light. This panel, all I did was a little circle to indicate where it should be. And he just ran with it. And in this panel, man, he just kicked ass. And then I love the little sparks, lightning coming off the car. And then, of course, end chapter 1. Barracuda. What's he saying here? Great. Now I have the Rockford Files theme. Dude, I love the Rockford Files. It's just something about Barracuda, that car. I've always loved it. And, honestly, I just think Cuda is a kick-ass, it's just a strong name, a strong word, Cuda. So I was like, you know what? I've got to make the detective named Cuda, because I'll be honest with you, my favorite car One of them is also the 1970 Dodge Challenger, but Challenger, for the cop's nickname, makes him sound more like a good guy. Cuda gives him an edge. So that's why I went with Cuda. And the Plymouth Cuda and the Dodge Challenger look almost the same. So I got to draw that car anyhow. So so that's that. You know, I'm trying to think if I want to show this or not. I want to show off. So First Man is in demand. You can go get it if you haven't backed First Man yet. Back it. I'll be slapping it in the mail today. So if I were to get an email saying somebody backed it, it would go out in the mail today. So both books right here. Oh, dude, I used to love, my friend had a 1969 Dodge Charger when we were growing up that he drove to school, high school. It was a 69 black Dodge Charger. Loved it. But once again, Charger to me doesn't sound as cool as Cuda. So that's why I went with Cuda for the nickname. Let me show you guys something else here. Guys, this is the pimping section of the show. Gotta pimp it, yo, pimp it. So I am working on First Man Volume 2 Indiegogo campaign as we speak. So we got this going on. This is my cover to First Man on the left, and then my buddy Bart Sears' variant cover for First Man Volume 2 on the right. I'm working on a campaign. I'm going to launch it in June. All new story starring Luke Henry. He's back on Earth after the events of Volume 1. He's growing into being a superhero. There's these 4 new characters that he meets from the Fourth World Foundation. They need his help because they created a being named Adonis. And Adonis, they can't control, so they need to call in First Man to get his help. But is it as simple as it seems? You'll have to tune in to First Man Volume 2 to find out. Launching in June. Get your First Man Volume 1 now. Description and links are in the description, I should say, of the YouTube video. So grab it if you haven't. That is it for today's show. This dude, Terry, my brother, I'm so glad you made it, but I'm ending now. I've been on for 47 minutes. I got to get to some drawing. But once it's over, you can watch the replay. Terry, if you haven't backed First Man, back it. You can get just the 64-page graphic novel, or you can get the program book, or you can get them both for a sweet deal. My buddy Charlie's in the house. What's up, Charlie? Glad you love him. I appreciate it. Hyper Cashew says, hail to the sexiest damn chat on YouTube. Well, thank you so much. Charlie, well, crap, I'm on a work call. Oh, well. Watch the restream or replay. I missed the show. I come on like around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So just jump on around that time and you won't miss it. I got to run, guys. I got work to do. I so appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to see the Dennis and Andy show, we'll be on at 5 o'clock tonight. We're talking about J.J. Abrams' script for Superman that he did back in 2002. We're talking about Army of the Dead movie, what we thought of it. We might talk a little John Cena and his apologizing to China because he called Taiwan a country. Whatever. Anyhow, we'll be talking new comics and more because it is New Comic Day and we both hit the comic shop. So until tomorrow morning, thank you for joining in, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Ciao.